You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV Network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your number one source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith Johnson.
The AfterBuzz Studios in Los Angeles, California. Presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AfterBuzz TV's Real Housewives of Atlanta After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AfterBuzz TV's Real Housewives of Atlanta After Show.
Hey, Mama's gonna knock you. Mama Joyce gonna knock you out. But watch out, Todd. Yo, what up, AfterBuzz? It's your boy DJ Jesse Janedy here in studio for the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Save the drama for the mama. I am joined in studio by the lovely Stephanie Bauer.
Hey, dude. I like your outfit. I've been sitting across from you for like 10 minutes, and I just noticed how much I like it.
Oh, I come from Miss Sparkles over there. Thank you.
Adornment.
And the gorgeous Courtney Stewart.
What's up, everybody?
Did you get what you guys think of the episode? Loved it, hated it, thought
I liked it well enough.
Well enough. It was better than last week's.
Yeah, there were parts I liked of it.
I think, yeah, the past two episodes have kind of been meh.
Yeah, they do.
I'm just done with Kenya. Jeez, I'm like it's to the point where I'm like fast forwarding her parts.
Boring, and I'm really done with her lipstick. Not that I have to keep bringing that up, but because in her little confessional, her makeup is like flawless and her hair is like gorgeous. And then I saw her in the kitchen with her Lawrence and the pink frothy cotton candy. No, no, just say no.
Well, let's jump into Kenya. I mean, honestly, I was thinking about this driving here. I'm sitting here like, what happened?
I know, so much potential.
The fabulous and all this. I mean, that's what makes me really believe like this bitch really went through some shit. Because she looks.
Yeah, she looks like drained.
Like I need to fast forward through the. Like I don't even want to see Kenya. You know what? Like we be going in on Kenya, but I don't even want to see Kenya. I'm like, oh, poor girl. Like,
yeah, I remember last season where like towards the end of the season we're like, if she's not on next season, it's gonna be so boring. You know. Now I'm like looking forward to Cynthia. You know it's bad when I'm looking forward to Cynthia. Like seriously,
real,
I am. I'm like I'm enjoying her life right now.
She is more interesting than Kenya because Kenya has nobody in her life except Lawrence.
Lawrence and the other guy.
And the random friend that we don't even know his name, so he's irrelevant anyway.
Right. If I have to see her dancing around the house one more time, making up stupid jigs and stupid rhymes and clapping against the wall, like I can't take it anymore. Lawrence
she's
was
like the new girl that came to school and the popular girls took her in and then they realized like, oh, well, this bitch ain't going. Like, honey, you can't sit with us.
Yeah, definitely.
Sorry. You didn't wear pink and it's Wednesday. She calls Nene. Apparently she's downsized her new home. Lawrence was looking at like...
Did you guys think it was funny how she kept saying, I wrote it down the first time she said it, and then she said it again. It fell into her lap. Like, she wouldn't elaborate on it at all. I'm thinking Prince. Little Prince
might
bought
have,
it for
sent
her.
a little money over there. And she was like, I mean, this is like chump change, but all right, I'll get this.
Yeah, but I also feel like Kenya is the type of girl that would say, my man put me up in this, you know, so... I feel like something else is going on here.
Very well.
Because she said it twice. She's like, it literally just fell in my lap. Like, what does that mean? Just tell us. If you got a great deal and it, like, you were reading your coffee and it just jumped out of the page, like, tell us.
It
we want to
means
know.
a family member.
I was going to say her auntie or the chef cousin or whoever was like, I'm going to move, so you can have that one.
You can
like
stay
Mama
there
Joyce.
for like a couple months.
And film there while you figure out your life.
And if I have to see her cleaning out her cabinets, it was at the old house, the new house. How many cabinets, like, do you have to clean?
It's just, I feel like Kenya's so outcasted. Or kind of all the girls are kind of doing their own thing. And you know what I mean?
She doesn't have a thing to do.
Really, yeah.
She ain't got no thing.
She got nothing to do.
Well, she calls Nene. She says, hey, I got a new house. Nene offers her a handyman. And then here's the other thing about Kenya. I'm starting to look at her in a negative light in the sense of like even when she was just joking around with the handyman thing, it was just kind of like, oh, girl.
No.
Like,
It was not funny. She's like, yeah, after you
I would
leave.
not want to see that. Like, unclog your pipes. Like,
Tow truck driver to handyman.
Gross.
and then she says to Lawrence, Miss Nini's been a good friend, and here's my thing. Here's why you bitches have so many problems. Nini ain't your friend.
She likes.
She has been such a good friend. Why?
She came over and made fun of your apartment.
Brought your hotel and brought you one that you claim was too small. But
answers the phone like, what do you want?
Yeah. And they just got in a fight in the first episode.
I was going to say they were fighting 2 episodes ago.
Nini keeps her around as that friend that like makes you feel better because you can make fun of them, but you're not making fun of them. You're like really serious, and they'll never get mad at you, and you feel better about yourself. And
she'd be like, Cynthia, let's go over to Kenya's house and laugh at her white fridge.
Yeah. Oh, I have a white fridge. I never felt. Seriously, I called my sister on the way home from that show from doing AfterBuzz. I was like, so they were saying on the show white fridge, and I have a white fridge.
Okay, I've never heard that before.
Neither had I. Neither had I
and
at all.
I do have a white fridge.
It was just so funny. That's what was my point, that Nini was like, a white fridge was like the end of the world, and I never heard it before.
Courtney don't
Do you
get
have
no
a white
And
fridge?
she shared
No,
on. Courtney got a
stainless
nice
steel.
fridge.
But that's because
I love going to Courtney's house.
My point exactly. I want a not white fridge. That's like...
Well, so we go from Kenya moving into her new apartment to Porsha, who's
Oh, God.
debating. I mean, her mom wants her to stay home.
That just
And
made
I'm
it-
just like, this looks toxic.
Yeah, it's like... I was thinking about if I was, went back and lived with my parents and how it would be nice. Like,
At
your mom.
30,
yeah,
though.
exactly. That's the thing. It's not going to happen, but your mom's so excited, and you can't blame the mom in this situation. You just can't. Any of our moms.
Oh, my mom
Your
would
mom
be.
would die for you to come home and live there.
My mom's still knocking on my door.
I know. My mom too. She's like, you can always like. So you can't blame the mom here at all, but it's totally Porsha.
But I get it in the sense of Porsha clearly probably has no money. So that
Nothing.
in between time, you know what I mean?
If she was saying that, then we'd feel better about it. If she was saying, look, it doesn't make sense for me to take my $5,000 check that I got and just go spend it on, because she obviously wants to live elaborately.
Right.
And has no job for real, whatever. So if she would be like, I'm going to save this money because I want to buy my own house, and I'm just going to keep putting money away and figure out what I'm going to do, but I'm staying with my mom instead of, you got me pancakes. Why would I ever leave? Like,
And my
sounds
mom's
like pie.
closet is bigger.
Yeah. It's
like that's what it is.
It's like, girl, you ain't got no money. Sell that shit. Whatever
you.
clothes don't fit in there, sell it, give it to the homeless. Like, do something. I mean, I don't know what a homeless person gonna do in the damn evening
She could
gown.
probably sell some bags though.
Oh, yeah.
And do real well.
And also when they were looking at the apartment, it didn't turn into like Porsha was getting out of her divorce. It was turned into like Porsha leaving her mom's house. Like she's been living there for 5 years or something. I totally forgot about the divorce even happening.
But here's what it just kind of hit me right now. What I kind of do feel about Porsha. I kind of get it. You've been like, for how long were they married? 2 years?
Yeah, something like that.
2 years you've been catering to this man, and yeah, you've been, shopping and all this stuff, but then you get tossed on your ass, and it's kind of like, well, now the mom's taking care of her. I get that, wanting to feel comfortable, but it's also kind of like, girl,
You're a grown up. You
and
sound
not
like
only that, but you on TV, living in your mom's house. That's why your sister's like, I mean,
maybe you should.
Here's the thing. If she wasn't making such a big deal about it, I don't think any of us would. If she was just staying with her mom and not talking about it every 2 seconds, I don't even think any of us would care. It's like, yeah, you got divorced, go live with your mom for a little while to like feel better. Just, be somewhere where people love you. But the fact that it's all she's talking about, and can I have this closet, and can you make me breakfast, like that's why we're all so annoyed by it. And then can we also talk about how her sister suddenly turned into her / assistant on this episode? Did you guys see that?
I feel like I feel like they've done it before.
You
I
ain't
think
got
so.
no job. Why do you need an assistant?
I really don't think I used to say
No.
assistant, and now it is. And then so you saw when the sister brought her to the realtor's house, the sister walked in first and said, "This is Porsha and her mom, like doing the work in her stomach midriff shirt." Like,
yeah. She had a little waist though.
Keep it
yeah,
a
she looked good.
professional.
I'm not
Girl.
gonna, hate. She looked good, but
Keeping it
What do
professional.
I need an assistant.
You need an assistant more than Porsha needs an assistant. What, to like ring the bell for her mom to bring her breakfast?
I didn't get my pancakes. Can you ring that bell for Mom to get me?
She brought me the chocolate chip kind. Can you go back? I wanted blueberry.
And it's her younger sister. She's like put her little younger sister to work and called her.
Shameful. How you work for somebody that ain't got no money? How is she paying her?
I know.
Hey, you know what? I give it to the little sister because she's like, you know what? You ain't gonna do shit with your life.
I'm gonna get my camera time.
I'm gonna get my camera time, and I'm gonna put this on my resume.
Yeah.
Whatever little things I do for you. All right, who else was boring this episode?
Phaedra. Ooh, Phaedra.
Phaedra was boring.
boring.
She got a good little quick scene at the beginning talking about when she was because she's getting ready to go to her study group. She has to go out of state. And the first thing when Apollo goes to say about it, she said, "Ooh, I'm not speaking to you."
But where was all that
awful.
happened in between? Like, why would Bravo not show us that? I mean, I know they only film on certain days, but all of a sudden we went from that huge fight to, oh, I'm still not talking to you. I want to see what happened overnight, the next day.
Girl, there's probably a lot of not speaking.
A lot of not speaking.
And Apollo at the strip club.
Right? If your wife
Probably.
goes out of town for she has to go out of state to
Oh, I'm
study.
saying
yeah, I would probably.
But not even while she was up. Probably, yeah, when
While
she was up.
in the
But I'm
house.
saying when she was not talking to him,
Yeah.
he probably was out, didn't get nowhere else to go. But go to Cynthia's damn
I was just gonna say, my
job.
first thought when he walked in there is that he was just going to hang out with the girls, like literally all the young models, because they specifically had him come while she was watching girls.
all the girls go.
Yeah.
And I also was kind of like, oh, Bravo, don't do it. I thought they might have tried to play it off like,
So did I.
oh, he's going to go see another one of Phaedra's friends. Like,
That's exactly what I thought, but it was a little different.
And as much as I am like on Phaedra's team for like being mad at him, I was uncomfortable that she was like that towards him in front of all those people.
Yeah, it was
like
weird.
whoever the nanny is, her mom, and then her mom at the house. Like that is still your husband.
I felt like it was
very
fake.
disrespectful.
I thought it was totally fake. I
Really?
thought, yeah. I think that they were fine, and they convinced her to say that one line. That's all they got out of her, and that was it. Because seriously, that's all it was. It was one line.
I kind of think she really.
I don't know, because she still seems like she. I don't know.
Like,
It's a
I feel like
weird
if Phaedra don't want to
situation.
talk to you, she ain't going to talk to you.
Yeah.
I
Guys-
really do believe that's her personality.
I don't understand what she's mad about. Is she mad all of a sudden about him admitting that he saw her because she didn't act mad at dinner?
No, she is mad at the fact that he does not. When we clearly see it when he goes and talks to Peter, he clearly doesn't understand what he did wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she just didn't seem mad in the beginning. And all along, I was like, how is Phaedra not like.
No,
kicked
because
him out?
honestly, I think she's so mad that she is just like.
Shut down. He doesn't get the
Compressed.
point. I think she's mad because it's just affirming he's dumb. And she's like, damn it, I married a dumbass.
Mm-hmm.
He's fine as hell, but he is dumb as rocks. Like,
He really
Because the
is.
conversation with Peter was just stupid.
I
Like,
loved Peter. Peter was great.
Peter's like, dude, you can't. Like, your wife
don't
don't want to
say
hear that. And why would anybody have
What did
to
he
tell
say?
you that? You're a
What,
grown-ass
should-
man.
Instead of saying you wouldn't have smashed her, you should have said the only person I want on my dick is you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And Peter is exactly right. He's like, can't you tell that Kenya's trying to embarrass your wife through you?
Yeah.
Like, genius moment.
And that's
like, he was so right.
what I feel Phaedra is just irritated.
Hated that she's,
Yes.
yeah.
At this point, it's like you knew better than to bring this along.
Yeah.
All right, but continuing with that talk, I thought it was interesting that Cynthia made the comment, Apollo and Peter, their friendship has really grown, and I think it's interesting that it's easier getting to know Apollo than
it is
Phaedra.
Phaedra.
Yeah, we've always said that. We feel like we don't know Phaedra.
Phaedra.
She's so secretive and so... What is going on?
She's plotted it out. She's on the show for a reason, and she knows what she's trying to get out of it, and she's only going to give us what she needs to give us to do that.
And you know what? As boring as all hell as it was watching her in her study group, traveling to Alabama, talking about coins, more. Big ups to her though.
Hey, she's
she's
on it.
Always.
and the fact that we're like, oh, it's so boring, but she's on this television show. At her age, stepping it up and going back to school for something like. It's a positive thing, and I love that she's showing that on the show.
Yeah, and she's not letting her, like...
The drama overtake it.
and her, like, stupid-ass husband at home doing, like, stupid shit like cheating. She's not letting that cloud her, what she wants to do, because a lot of
plan.
younger girls probably would. They'd be like, oh, I got to drop out of college for a semester to deal with my cheating
Yep.
boyfriend. Good for her.
Keep going, girl, with your baby in tow.
So, talking about Cynthia, she goes to the grocery store with Nene.
Oh my God.
What?
I see two pieces.
Them pieces.
Do it.
Hot Pockets.
What did she say? She needs to. Cynthia wants to eat healthier, stop drinking. Nene's like, hell no, I'm an alcoholic, bro.
She does always have her wine.
And then watching, I'm like, Nene, girl, I really want to know the paychecks that Glee be giving you.
Yeah.
Because you sitting in here talking about like you never been in a store. Like I don't know what year you were allowed to taste test in stores. Like, oh yeah, just open that tomato, just take one.
Yeah, she's like, I'm glad I don't shop for myself. Yeah, she has a personal
I noticed
grocery
it was 4
shopper?
times that she made a comment in the grocery store to acknowledge the fact that she don't do this.
That's annoying.
That's why in 5 years we gonna see Nene on the corner like, like, because you are not making that kind of money yet. Like, there's just no way.
No.
Even with all the investments, and because she just started being the $1 Million Housewife, last season? Mm-hmm. So, like, there's just, and God knows what the hell Greg did with their money to begin with. So it seems like they were starting from pretty scratch.
Started from the bottom.
You know what I'm saying? And it don't look like Greg doing very much anymore. So, and I mean, I understand that Bravo paying for a lot of stuff.
Well, wait, Nene, she has that pizza franchise.
Where that's at?
Oh, I saw one in the airport.
Is it still like her business?
She bought, I think, just like a part of like.
I thought she just had one in like Seattle.
Yeah. Because I mean, I've seen it around.
All right. Well, then she goes on to say, Cynthia talks about Noel and the boyfriend, and she says, "Yeah, his name is Arthur."
That was funny.
That was great.
That was amazing. And basically what Nene's trying to get out there is you're not supposed to be supporting your daughter dating at that age. And Cynthia's more cool about it, like, you're so old school, and I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you think, Nene thinks Cynthia's being too much of a friend. Do you think you can parent while being a friend to a kid? Your child?
Let's get way too serious.
Hell no.
I think Cynthia's being fine. When the boyfriend comes over, I got stuff to say about that. But in this situation, what Cynthia's saying is, yeah, the girl told her about it, even though she pulled it out of her. She told her about it. Nene's acting a little crazy. Like, come on. She starts likening it to gangs.
Yeah, well, Nene's kids she has grandbabies.
Yeah, I know.
Well, he's a 20-something now with the baby. But
so that's proof that I think that Nene was unrealistic with her kids, and look what happened with them. At least Cynthia is like talking.
Mm-hmm. Oop. What you think about Courtney?
She's 13 years old. You ain't got no boyfriend. You can play. Like, you can go on group outings, and if you want to call him your boo, you can call him your boo. But no, not like, oh, you're in my house visiting because you're my daughter's boyfriend at 13 years old. She's not even 14 yet. Not even in high school. No.
That's exactly what I was going to say. When the boyfriend comes over, though, that was weird. Like, when I was 13, I had a boyfriend. I saw him in the hallway and we passed.
Yes,
and I was like,
thank you. And I certainly didn't tell my mama, like, I got a boyfriend. Like, no.
And we didn't have, like...
We couldn't go nowhere together for real.
Yeah.
Hell no. We saw each other between second and third period.
Exactly.
Once a day.
Or you would on Friday, you would get your parents to just bring you to the mall.
Everybody went to the mall. But it was like a group of people went to the mall. I don't know what this whole, like, let's get personal and, like, that's getting too serious way too soon.
So they have a real serious house meeting where Cynthia, Peter, Noel, Arthur, and his mom all sit down for little cheese and crackers.
Peter was killing me.
But that boy walked in the house and said, "Hey, Peter, I was about to slap him myself."
Right?
No.
Funny.
Did you forget where you are? It is Mr. every time.
But then Peter told him he needs to relax. Like, if I had just got told what was up like that.
Excuse me?
I know.
That would be my dad. That would be me
funny.
if some child walked in my house talking about Courtney.
And then he goes, "Mister?"
I'm like, who are you? Sorry. I was raised behind you like, oh. My mama.
They were like, oh, we have tons of questions to ask.
Yeah.
He grills him about why he's looking at him, and he had a pretty good.
That was a good
comeback
response.
for him. And then Peter gets up to go, and Cynthia says, "Okay, kids, go outside and play." Which was just awkward.
It was awkward, and then they're sitting out there, and they're 13. They have nothing to talk about. I feel like Cynthia's the kind of mom that when they do hit like 17, she'll be the one that if her daughter has a boyfriend like that is her like one and only boyfriend, she would like let them sleep together in the bedroom. That's what I think Cynthia would do. At least it's under my own roof. Seriously, I do. If she's already like setting up dates for her 13-year-old daughter, she's the mom that's letting them sleep together overnight, as long as it's under her roof.
Right, because now you're like acknowledging it, making it weird as hell. Like, what are these kids doing in school now that this has aired? Everyone's like,
they sat together.
The thing is,
what did he say? But it was too cute, and he was like, "You look nice today, Mom."
Dude,
but it's so
she's like, I can
awkward.
tell you're nervous.
I loved
you ain't supposed to be in her house.
I loved every second of this because it like I could relive the awkwardness of like when I was younger, but like getting to watch it on TV.
Pass
it was
notes,
great.
Damn it. Meet
My
at each other's
parents
lockers.
Never met no girl
No, I'm saying
until.
like when I was like 17 or 18. It's a little bit on a younger scale here, but I'm just saying the awkwardness and the sitting down and meeting. Like I loved that.
Awkward.
I loved watching it.
And I'm grown.
I know it was awkward to watch, but I'm like, thank God that isn't me. You know, I loved it.
Definitely brought me back to a memory. And I mean, from one awkward thing to another awkward thing, we had Candy, who's so excited. She's dressing up her table, and she's excited because Todd's coming back. And you know what? Candy is sprung. It was cute to see her when Todd came in the house. She was like, like, all right, girl.
Sprung and dumb all at the same time.
Do you
Because
guys
you didn't even let him eat first before bringing the bullshit up.
Oh, God. First of all, Candy's wig, can that stop? Can you please just...
She straightened it when her mama came over.
I didn't like it like that though.
It just needs to be short. Like, I can't with the long
I prefer it
hair.
long and straight than
The Rihanna
Ronald
Bob.
Ronald.
Yeah. Before Todd ended up coming home, she sits down with Carmen, and they talk about that Mama Joyce is saying that Carmen and Todd slept together.
Carmen wasn't really saying no.
She didn't say I would never do that.
Yeah.
No.
That was Candy saying, oh, they would never.
Yeah. That's famous last words. Oh, they would never do that to me.
And a lot of people, as I was coming up here, were like, yo, make sure you acknowledge how awkward that girl was sitting there. Because she was like, I've been friends with you for so long. Mm-hmm. You sure
Friends have killed people.
Yep.
Boop. You know,
they might have smelled.
she says, well, what do you think? Should I listen to my mom's opinion? And basically Karma's like, no, if she don't like your man, then deuces. What do you guys think about that? Do you think that's over the top to be like,
I think it's
stop talking to your mom?
I think it's very easy for the friend that's secretly hooking up with your boyfriend to say, quit talking to your mom if she's saying that. Right? It makes perfect sense. Mm-hmm. Perfect sense. I don't know. I just think Todd is way different than when we first met him. Do you guys notice it? He's not as sweet. He's not as nice. He does kind of like he walked in the house like he was like the man of the house. And I can kind of see him like flirting with the girl when Candy's not home because she's there working and he's like the man of the house.
I feel like I don't see enough of him to really say that. But I definitely do sense a little bit more
confidence.
Yeah, in him.
Well, that's a good thing, though.
Which is a good
thing. Because he's in a situation where he would always be beneath her.
You're right.
So
that's true.
It's good that he can assert that just because I don't make as much money as you doesn't mean I'm any less in control or less powerful than you in this relationship. Mm-hmm. And obviously she would like that because nobody wants a weak dude, like, even if he's not making that much money. But Miss Carmen and Mama Joyce, my theory is either this is real for TV or there's some real shade going on that will expose itself in the next
because when
little while.
Miss Joyce sat down at the table, well, before that happened actually, when Todd first came home and Candy sat him down and Candy's just so awkward. Like,
So,
just
and
said,
laughing. and
like you said, didn't even let him eat.
Let him eat, and she brought it up.
Well, that's good that you get along with Mama on something, because she don't get along with you. Like, why?
Why would you bring that up immediately?
But my thing is, do you think, I kind of feel like it's weird that she even told him all that stuff. Because my thing is my mother is very opinionated. Mm-hmm. So I don't need to be talking about some of the things that my mama is opinionated
because
with.
you can't take it back.
Because I know my mama ain't going to be that. But I guess Miss Joyce is opinionated in person.
I guess, but no, I totally agree with you. Like, people say stuff to you, but you don't always tell that person, because once it's out, it's going to be there. And especially with family members, like, if my sister hated my boyfriend, I told him that. Even if she did eventually start to like him, it would be like, oh, she hated
there.
It's always there.
Yeah. Well, Mama Joyce. I'm sorry, I have to laugh.
What do you guys think? Okay, do you honestly think that something happened, or as Courtney, you were mentioning, maybe?
Well, I feel like she's always been the voice of reason for the most part when she appeared on the series. Like, that's why we all liked Mama Joyce. Because she would always be like, come on, Nene and Kim, y'all being ridiculous. Like, talk to each other. Come on. And even though she was giving Candy a hard time about the AJ guy that she was dating early on, she was giving him a hard time for legit reasons. Like, boo, you got like 8 kids with 7 mamas. Like, I'm not cool with that. My daughter is not, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's going to be something that she has to deal with forever if she gets with you. So it's fair. So it's strange that all of a sudden she would just be this irrational, like, human being, like, he's a piece of crap, and I'm just making up stuff about whatever it is that happened. So I feel like either it has to be that the producers need to get Candy interesting, and they are just doing this so we'll be like, yay, Candy, because we're always talking about how boring Candy is.
Right.
Or legit, something went down. She knows about it, heard about it, saw it, possibility, and this Carmen chick was not trying to deny anything at all, which leads me to believe that maybe they didn't smash, but maybe they were hanging out doing some inappropriate things like Apollo and Kenya.
Like a scene from Soul Food.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, no, you didn't.
You know what scene I'm talking
Michael
about?
Beach butt cheeks.
Against the wall type.
It couldn't have been that much, because
I
Mama
don't think
Joyce
it
would have
was
like nutted up on that. Like, she would have.
Came out with it.
Well, Mama Joyce is probably still on the fence if it even really happened, because she probably is sitting there saying, like, you know, this is her friend, but I'm scared out of him.
Yeah.
Because, all right, let's talk about some of the things she did. First of all, she walks in. Hi, Mama Joyce, how are you? Hi. Where are all them pictures out? Here we go.
Talking about pictures.
Yeah,
on
the second
wall.
she walked in the door, before she even said anything, I could already see her looking at all the pictures.
Yeah.
She was shading the hell out of him. And then the first topic is, where's Carmen? I mean, did Carmen cook this? Because, you know, she basically is the woman of the house, just like Candy is.
She would never say anything like that in previous seasons. Like, that was straight up rude. Like,
I feel like she's kind of gone off the deep end, seriously. Something's, like, not right with her.
But that's
well,
what leads me to
like,
believe,
that
like,
something actually happened.
she really heard something. Now, there was a couple things. She said, you know, the people's is talking. The workers is talking, and they said, ain't no way you gonna let a woman like that be around your husband like that. So that was the weirdest thing Mama Joyce to me said, because it's kind of like you're basically going off of the help saying, oh,
Well, the help be knowing what's going on.
I mean, that's true.
Because the help is who always around.
But I mean, how about we seen them, you know, be acting frisky? Not, ooh, you shouldn't let someone like that hang around someone like that.
It's that whole theory about you not having a woman in your house on a regular basis that's even in the caliber of you.
Good looking. Yeah,
good looking,
kind of good looking.
whatever that is. Like, you hire older women.
And that doesn't even help. Arnold Schwarzenegger with that maid. That
she wasn't the hottest thing on earth, but
no, she was like not even close.
Vagina's vagina.
That's what I know.
no, you have no women up in your house, especially not like on a consistent, like almost I live here basis. Like, you just, that's not how you roll. You don't do that.
Candy, that's why you need a gay man to be your best friend, be your assistant.
And there's nothing wrong with your best friend. Just, you can't be up in my house like that with my man. Like,
But is that okay? Like, I don't know. I guess I can never really look at it that way. Is that really a girl code thing? Like, you can really never trust no other girl up in your house.
You really can't. Like, you just can't.
But is that you not
can't.
trusting yourself? Is that you not trusting him? Is that you not trusting
that's you recognizing human nature. And if somebody is around somebody, you don't purposely, especially boyfriend, girlfriend, I'm talking about like when you for real, like, been together for a minute,
you don't
you
set them
engaged, trying to get married, you don't set yourself up to fail. And that's not to say that you will fail. You may never think about it at all, but you don't put that kind of temptation constantly in front of you on a break, like sleeping there, coming downstairs in your underwears or whatever you're doing because you're comfortable, because you feel like you live there. Things happen. People see each other, people are around each other, they start to like each other just because they're friends and they're around each other, and just liking each other. Oh my God, you're fun. And then suddenly y'all fell on each other's stuff and you're like, damn, like, I'm naked and it's
damn,
all
I'm
bad.
Yeah, like on the real world, like those people would never like each other if they weren't in that house, like living together.
That's true.
You're around it enough. You smell it enough.
But here, Candy's starting to make me mad because she's really just not telling her mom to like shut up. She's not taking either side. She just sits there like a bump on a log.
She wants it to work out.
Yeah, but it's like you need to put your foot down.
She could fix it like that.
Because it's like, why does your mom why does she think that you are not being taken care of? And my other thing is with Todd, why aren't you standing up and being like, you know what, she's really this crazy? Okay, I do have to talk about some of the things. Like, because at first it's like, I don't need to sit here and run down the list of what I do, but at this point, Mama Joyce is crazy.
So she is sitting there. You don't engage that. Like, I respected how he came at her like, I do make money, I do have jobs, and she is taken care of because she's happy. And he left it at that. Because he has a weird line to walk because Candy's not in that direct situation. She's not standing up for him. And it's not his job to like jump on her mom about what her mom is saying. It's Candy's job to do that. Because if he jumps on her, it's immediately, I don't respect your mother. And they'll team up and be like, that was wrong. He can't talk to you like that. Like, that could go bad. So he has to toe that line real careful.
Right.
Yeah, remember Peter? Peter's like, you have to deal with your family.
But don't you feel like after Candy spoke to Todd, she should have had a conversation with her mom after the Todd conversation before bringing Todd into it?
Yeah, maybe.
I mean,
but she also shouldn't be leaving the room to go get pie when something as serious as this is going on. That's where Candy pisses me off.
Right. She says, Mama Joyce says, where are the pictures of your family? It's all about Todd's pictures. Like, okay, girl. Like, I feel like she could be looking at it like they really are in love and this is really going to work, and maybe that's scaring her.
I'm sure that's part of it, if it's honest.
And also think about the pictures thing. Like, if my mom kept saying hints like that, I'd just go put a
picture.
Pictures.
That was my next question. Why the hell aren't there pictures up?
Here's Candy just still not doing shit.
She brings up the ring. She says it wasn't a wedding ring. It was basic. You're thrifty. She's a Christmas ring. She stepped herself down for you. What kind of stability do you have?
I wrote this down because I see what she's saying. Yeah. Candy felt, even if she didn't realize that she was doing it, she went for a ring that she knew her man could afford. And I think almost any girl would do that. You know, any girl with a brain is gonna,
or that truly cares about
exactly.
someone.
And either you do it subconsciously or you do it because you care so much out of, kindness for them. But I think Candy probably did it like subconsciously because she knew she couldn't go pick out a ring if like
the 15 karat
Jay-Z was buying it for her or something,
Then Mama Joyce gets deeper and brings up the prenup.
Okay, this, hell no. Like, I would have not, if I was, what's his face, I would have not stood for that at all. I'd be like, stop talking about this now, because that's not your business.
She says, I got my eyes on you, and people looking at you, too. I'll take the slick out of slick. All right,
this is where she got a little creepy.
Don't let me catch you.
Crazy.
You ain't no desert high enough, ain't no mountain low enough to keep me away from watching your ass.
And then Candy walks in.
We bonding. Like, Mama Joyce, she knows something. This end moment was the point where I was like, she knows something. Talking about, the pie tastes good.
And then when he laughed, when she's like, we're bonding, and he laughed, it's basically like, sigh of relief, okay, she's going to drop it now. Because she knows something.
Ooh. Oh, I hope she knows something, and they didn't just make this up to give us some fake drama.
That would be too sad.
You guys.
Even though I'm mad that we're like, I hope he cheated on her.
Not that because her mom's insane. Like, and I don't like that her mom is being this crazy person for no reason.
Nothing. Here's the thing. For the previews, for her to freak out like that and like lunge at Carmen, she knows something.
That's the other thing. How you gonna try to fight the girl in the middle of the store?
Because she
Okay, that was Carmen.
serious.
That was
Carmen
Carmen.
sitting on the table like, I can do what I want.
Yep.
You
Okay,
ain't
at
my
first I
mama.
thought it was Cynthia.
No, she straight up lunged at her, like trying to
They're
fight her.
holding her off.
Mama Joyce.
And Mama Joyce saw her as another daughter at some point. Mm-hmm. Something happened.
What else is happening next week? Kenya is crying. Porsha's in the damn
Who
hospital.
cares? Why is Kenya crying?
I really wrote Mama Joyce versus Cynthia. And then we're going to get Phaedra, Apollo, and more conversation about the Kenya text. Hopefully Apollo takes Peter's advice and says, baby,
I just want you on my dick.
that's it. I don't know. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys tune in every single week after the show. You guys can catch us at AfterBuzz TV on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. You guys can also keep the conversation going with us, me at DJ Jesse J.
Steph Bauer TV.
Stewart Starlet.
Until next week, same time, same place. Peace.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.